Well, hello everybody, and you know what this video is going to be about. I mean, look, he's right there. He's literally right there. You literally know what it's going to be about. So yeah, for those of you who aren't eagle-eyed or have issues looking at computer screens, in which case you need to go to Specsavers or get those eyes tested. Basically, this is all about the shit that Total Biscuit got himself into recently. Now, he was on a con called CocksCon. No, I don't mean C-O-C-K, although the person who founded this con is very much a cock. This is the convention founded by John Bain's friend, I'm surprised they're still friends, Jesse Cox, otherwise known as the guy who was going around demonising people for supporting Trump and other things, but hey, whatever. He's an idiot, and now John Bain is an idiot. So they're at this convention, and you know, it's a sellout. Everybody's having a good time. There's a questionnaire involving the two of them, and one person steps up and he says, I've got a question for you, and well, we'll find out. What was the evil question that got John and well, at least John, but not necessarily Jesse, riled up? Let's view this, shall we?
Yo, in the back. What up, dude? So, me and a couple friends were having a discussion about this at the bar last night. Are traps gay? What? Are traps gay? Good. Genuine question.
Basically, a guy says a meme for a joke, and John gets livid and decides to rant about it on Twitter. So let's get into the rant, shall we? It's a spicy meme, this. We condemn the transphobic question asked at the CocksCon panel. If anyone knows the identity of the person, please inform a member of staff. Wow, seriously? Total Biscuit got so incensed over a stupid meme that even trans people get involved with because it's that stupid, that he wants to find the person who made this question. And what do you think? What do you think he's going to do? Well, this. The person has been identified and is being removed from the event. We will not tolerate that bullshit in our event, ever. Wow, John. You know, you were supposed to be the one who was going to help us against the SJWs and how they were trying to change and destroy gaming culture to suit their own nefarious means. But it turns out that you, after fighting your cancer, has become a cancer. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame. I mean, this guy made one joke question that everybody laughed at, apart from Jesse, who apparently didn't get the joke. He's apparently not seen this meme, which is everywhere. You can't miss it. You want to remove this guy for a joke. But we'll get to that because the thing is, John is, let's just say he's not very consistent with humour. Why does that mean that he has to be removed? How is that transphobic? How? When trap is a very specific thing. In fact, trap was actually appropriated by trans people from the cross-dressing community, but that's a little history for you. Like how? How in any way is that transphobic? All they're asking is it gay or is it not? And it's a joke, it's a meme, it's not serious. Everybody has answered this question at some point in meme culture, in gaming culture. But let's just move on. I've donated the cost of the ejected person's ticket to the Albert Kennedy Trust. Now you see, this con, because you know Jesse loves that money, doesn't have a refund policy for whatever reason, which is kind of ironic because John Bain is all about consumer rights, right? But even though this isn't his convention, so he can't actually change the rules, but for some reason he's really into it. He's really into dictating as to who can go into this event, even though it's not his event. And he's donated the cost of this person's ticket to the Albert Kennedy Trust, which is about helping LGBT homelessness. He has donated that, but not to the guy. Although apparently he was going around saying he would refund tickets, but apparently he hasn't refunded it. He just sent it to charity. So this guy has gone to this convention to meet his heroes, and he has been let down monumentally by John Bain just having an autistic screeching moment. And now he won't get refunded. £50 he spent, and if he's a native, luckily he can probably just walk it or take the bus. But if he's had to travel down there, well, That's just even more money wasted he's not going to get back. And I mean, just look at this. This is nothing more than virtue signalling from Total Biscuit. Like, all he's doing is saying, look how progressive I am. Look how much I love trans people, that I'm defending their honour, and now I'm helping these people who happen to be homeless. It's like, mate, we know why you're doing it. You're trying to look like a good person. This is more to do with the fact that this guy said a joke than it is about you being a good, decent person. You aren't coming across very well here. Internet edgelords are not welcome in the event. We pay to host, and if you think any other opinion matters, you're delusional, thanks. Internet edgelords are not welcome. Isn't like most of your audience who watch you, or at least 50%. So you're basically alienating a large portion of your audience. So you might be seeing future cons and events that you partake in quite, I don't know. Is it half full or half empty? It depends if you're positive or negative in life. Just saying. Along with people that think memes are funny, and people who think cats are okay. Additionally, anyone that thinks Jurassic Park is better than Jurassic World will be summarily removed from the event. Thanks. Oh, look at that. Humour. You're totally trying to not look like you've just been an authoritarian douchebag who can't take a joke, but, you know, I guess that makes everything right now that you're making jokes. It's not at all surprising that the kind of people that would oppose our action are the kind of people we wouldn't want here anyway. So again, you don't want most or half of your audience in your cons or in your events. Okay, fair enough. You don't like these people for making stupid dead meme jokes. Seriously? This is the kind of thing that sets you off. Why people still sub to you, I don't know. Why people respect you, I don't know. You do flip-flop on this a lot. And we'll get to that flip-flopping. Again, I'm not going to show all my cards straight away, guys. Chat idiots as they realise they can't affect things outside of Twitter. Well, they just did. They got into autistic screech. In fact, you don't know if that guy was a Chan idiot. What if the guy was just a normal person who doesn't go on image boards, but knows the meme? And wanted to do it for a laugh to see what kind of thing would happen. And, well, I don't think he expected this now, did he? I bet he thought you had a much thicker skin and that you weren't this way, but you are this way. You don't swat a fly because it hurts your feelings. You swat it to stop it buzzing in your ear and shitting on your property. Oh, so these jokes are harmful to everybody. Could spread diseases, right? Like what flies do. Oh, well, isn't that just grand? Total Biscuit, isn't that just grand? I mean, you know, this is a one joke that isn't going to harm anybody, doesn't harm trans people, doesn't harm cross-dressers, doesn't harm anybody in any way. You still got this guy removed using your power, even though it's not your convention. You must have pulled some strings to get this guy removed because he hurt your feelings, or you want to act like the good moral person standing up for trans people. You've done this before, because I remember there was a video that you did a while back and you had a trans person on, and even though, well, you don't really have comments, but we'll get to them on your videos, you looked through the spam folder and allegedly, even though you didn't actually show us anything, if I remember correctly, you were going to sit there and berate your audience about how immoral some of them are. And you tried to say that, most of the comments are just nothing but horrible filth, attacking this person's gender, and I just don't believe most of them were. I bet there were 1 or 2 or maybe about 10, because you have 1 million people who follow you. Some of them might have been trolls, some of them were trying to get a reaction, and you shat on your audience for that. This is the type of person you are, and I'm surprised people are shocked at this. Oh, and you're still ineffectually shitting yourselves, KIA, which is Kotaku in action, which is funny, because didn't he used to back them back in the day? But whatever. And Gamergazi, 2 sides of the same stupid coin. See at the con people who matter. Extreme alt-centrism intensifies. I didn't know you were an extreme alt-centrist, John. We appreciate the fanfic, though. The hotel bar had a good laugh watching the lime off. By tomorrow, we'll have murdered the guy for sport. Just love the humour. It's totally taken the sting out of this. And look, here's a trans person. I'm part of both trap and trans communities. I didn't know the two were different. But then again, as I said before, they did kind of appropriate that from cross-dressers. But whatever. We use "Our trap's gay" as a meme casually. TB, just drop it. Just stop it. It's time to stop. Get some help. How will my business survive for the people who hate me and weren't subscribed unsubscribe? How Twitter? Share your expertise. Well, you see, the thing is, most of them are subscribers, and that's why they're criticising you in this way. And to be honest, you're so big that this isn't going to harm you in any way. You will still probably actually get more people to actually subscribe to you than will unsubscribe. So again, you're mocking people who are subscribers. Well done, Total Biscuit. You are totally helping things. You're totally not digging your hole. We won't bow to trolls. We won't cower in fear from online mobs. Here's a solid middle finger to the flaccid trolling today, cowards. Oh, they're such cowards. For going to your face. You know, this guy probably wasn't a troll, but for sake of argument, let's say he is a troll. And to be honest, maybe it was trolling a tiny bit. He literally went to your face and said that joke. So how is he a coward? How are any of the people here trying to tell you that it's just a joke, the guy clearly didn't mean anything, who are criticising you cowards? When you, as I mentioned before, don't allow comments to be shown in any way, positive or negative, on your channel, on your videos, and not only do you not just show it in a way that comments are disabled, like SJWs do, no, instead, you make it look like you can comment, but you can't because it gets sent straight to your spam folder. Now that is cowardly. See, at least with the SJWs, they're open about it. They show it. They're like, yes, comments are disabled. What are you going to do about it? You don't even tell people unless it's brought up. So people will assume that their comment will be shown when it won't be. What's one extra cancer to crush, aye? Aye, you crushed a guy's dreams of meeting you. Yeah. That's cancer, is it? Now, you see, I would be remiss to just leave it there, guys. But look, what's this? I was teasing this throughout the video, and Biscuit really doesn't like internet edgelords and crappy jokes at a certain demographic's expense. So it's okay when he does it, but not everybody else. It's just one rule for me and another for thee, isn't it, John? Now look at this, people. Now, context-wise, he's actually, at least by his own words, he's talking about the other kin types on Tumblr, but let's be honest, these jokes are no different to any kind of traps gay joke or any kind of trans joke, because in one way, if I can remember correctly, the SJWs do try to make it out like the other kin are kind of similar to trans people, but I don't know, let's not get into that. I identify as a toaster. My pronouns are toast, toast, and toast. Respect my choices, or I will fucking murder your family. Yes, and traps are gay is totally offensive, John. He's transphobic. Why? Because he made a joke about toastkin, so he didn't actually insult trans people then. Shut up, shitlord. Well, you see, it is and it isn't, because trans people get confused for other kin, and other kin try to make out that they are kind of like trans people, and it's a similar joke to traps are gay, as I said before. So, yes, you can actually be criticised for that, even though it's a load of bullshit. SJWs would use that against you. And you've done the same thing to that guy. I fail to see how the two are different, John. How are you different from that pleb? Oh, that's the thing. He's a pleb and you're John Bain. Or maybe we're just mocking other kin, and that's in the response to fucking Space Cat Girl, otherwise known as Brianna Wu. I can't tell the difference between you and Brianna Wu, John. I really can't at this point. And in response to somebody called Ant Beetle, who I assume is an SJW, considering your previous tweets seem to be mocking trans issues, I'm not so sure. I think trans people would be very offended being compared to Toast by you. Well, apparently they're not offended by the traps are gay meme, but you are being offended on their behalf. And that's the thing, isn't it, people? All Total Biscuit is doing is being offended on behalf of other people, and he's getting off on a power trip. I feel like he's just doing nothing but virtue signalling, moral fagging, and acting like an alt-centrist twat. By the way, I'm using alt-centrism as a meme. I don't literally mean it. I have to explain the joke, don't I? So that you guys don't get offended and say, but you're calling me alt-centrist, you tribalist. But hey, whatever, you know, Total Biscuit, you're a hypocrite. It doesn't matter about whether or not you joke about trans people or the kin. The point is that you make similar jokes, and it's okay for you to do that, but when other people do it, they have to be ejected from cons because you don't like it, because you feel that trans people are going to be offended by that, are going to be harmed by that in some way. And this is the thing that Lose the Vote, as again, quoting Lose the Vote, I said about you. You're a flip-flopper. Not only would you say one thing, then you say another, but you also do things and then do another. And this is the problem with you, and this is why I think people should stop taking you seriously, because you do things like this, and then you apply it to different people in different ways, and to yourself in a different way. And I hope this is an eye-opener for a lot of people. So anyway, I'll see you later.